I think this was really the nail in the coffin that sealed it for Beyonce ever going live. That sealed it for Beyonce ever giving us interviews again. That sealed it for Beyonce ever coming out to talk to us unless it's about some money. That was it. And you know who ruined it? Kanye, mother loving West. Yeah. Come step into the classroom, baby. YouTube, what's up, baby? It's your favorite antisocial extrovert, your favorite aqua black boy, Blake Mother Loving Dupree, back at it again in my little corner of the internet, the Diary of Dupree. Thank y'all for the constant support. If you're new to my channel, what's up? Welcome home. And if you're not new, hey, baby, you look good. Coming back with that subscribe and that comment and that like. Support is sexy. I don't care what nobody say. If you support me, you're above the age of 18, you're sexy. And if you're younger than me, thank you. Thank you. Make sure you are done watching before bedtime. Appreciate it. So, as y'all can tell from the thumbnail, as y'all can tell from the title, I'm playing here on Beyonce's internet. I'm here to have a gag time, a ball. I'm here to break down what's really tea and why we will never relate to Beyonce again. And it's because y'all backed that girl into a corner of non-relatability. When she tried to give us details on her marriage, y'all had issues with her. When she tried to show off her first child, y'all dragged the child. When she tried to show off the second children, y'all claimed she didn't carry the first child. Y'all dragged the second children. Y'all dragged her for never showing her first children or her second children. When I'm talking about children, I'm talking about Blue, Sir, and Rumi. And I think this is really the nail in the coffin that sealed it for Beyonce ever going live. That sealed it for Beyonce ever giving us interviews again. That sealed it for Beyonce ever coming out to talk to us unless it's about some money. That was it. And you know who ruined it? Kanye, mother loving West. Yeah. Come step into the classroom, baby. You know, I kind of wanted to take my time speaking about this topic, and there are certain topics that I really like to let sit and roll out. You don't think I have a video about the Caleb Williams situation? I do. You didn't think I was going to have a video about the Kanye situation? Here we are. When it comes to those specific type of topics, they are somewhat personal. So when it's a topic that's personal, when it hits even not even home, but my neighbor's house, I take my time and let the situation unfold before I give my 10 cents, because it's still Beyonce's internet. Nothing you put on the internet goes away, baby. So be careful what you choose to post on this bitch. You can hit that delete, you can hit that archive all you want. I guarantee you it's a bitch in Argentina who would have already screenshotted your shit. Okay? So when it came to this Kanye situation, and this is all about mental health, and not even just mental health, it's about the perspectives that a lot of people in our community have, and I'm talking about the Black community, have about being on the spectrum of something, being diagnosed with something, having some sort of, I don't even like to say the word disorder, having some sort of mental cognitive difference within your life. You know, a lot of people in our community call that shit demonic. They try to pray the autism away, pray the mental diagnosis away, and it just doesn't work like that. And this hurts on both ends. You know, Kanye saying what he said about the Carters, and then also Kanye being a Chicago legend. It hurts to see where he is today, because, bitch, if you were alive, even if you were a little ass kid, you felt the effect of Kanye West, not only across the world, but you really felt it here in the south side of Chicago. I'm from the south suburbs of Chicago. My daddy is from the south side. I'm what they call a hybrid. I'm what I call a hybrid. I will never say I'm from Chicago. I'm from the Chicagoland area. But even I felt his impact, and it just made you feel proud to be Black and to be an aspiring artist at the time, because I was like 4 years old when Kanye started doing his big thing. And he just really had some era defining, some eras that defined our childhood, our teenhood, even some of our early 20s. Because when I was 21, I was blessed to work in a Kanye West production. I did his Donda show at Soldier Field. I was one of the background dancers. And even though that was one of the most stressful shows I've ever done, and I'm just going to call a spade, I was proud to say that I worked with somebody who came from the same city limits as me and made it. You know, my mother is from Gary, so when I see the Jacksons and when I see Janet still doing her thing at 57, I want to say, it makes me proud. And one thing I would say about Chicago, is so hard to make it. out in Chicago specifically. It's so hard to please a crowd in Chicago. It's so hard to get one person to come to your show. It's so hard to get consistent support. When we see somebody gain that momentum and gain that support and gain that popularity from their talent, we go hard for them because we know we be some hating ass bitches. We know it's a very crab in the barrel mentality running rampant through our city, running rampant through our art scene, running rampant through the industry, period. Whatever industry you're in Chicago, it's not the easiest to gain a support system from. A lot of people have to leave, gain a support system somewhere else like Atlanta, the Carolinas, Virginia, New York, LA, and then come back and then claim that they're always from Chicago, which they are. It's a very hard city to gain support from if you don't already have support. And you see it's kind of like pulling the bootstraps up. It's damn near impossible. So when we see the impossible be defined and the impossible become possible for anybody, we go hard for them. And that's a big reason we still listen to R. Kelly. You know, I don't play R. Kelly, but every event that I go to, especially here in the city, they still blasting R. Kelly. You know, they love to separate the artistry from the artist in that instance. And that's not something that I can personally get down with because, you know, I'm Aaliyah's biggest fan. But even if I wasn't, I lived right down the street where the urination situation went down. Like I could drive there from my grandmother's house. That shit hit really close to home. I got little sisters. I got some cousins on the way. I got some niecey poos. I have female friends. I have a mother, a grandmother. I was raised a big portion of my life. The lessons that I had that I take into adulthood were given to me by women. So even when I was a kid and I knew about that shit, it was like something just feels off. Like I don't know, y'all. I don't know. The music ain't that is good. I'm not gonna lie, but it ain't that good where I can just say, he was messing with kids. Who cares? Step in the name of love. No, I'm sorry. But with Kanye, I was one of the ones. It took me a minute to say, girl, I can't stream you. I can't support you. And it breaks our hearts. Because like we said, it doesn't happen for us like it happens for people in other cities. You can name maybe the top 10 artists from Chicago on one and a half hand. But there are thousands of us trying to make it happen. So when we see this downfall of grace for Kanye West, it breaks a Chicagoan's heart, no matter what their race is. I hope y'all understand what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? Thank you for understanding what I'm saying. So the straw that broke the camel for me was when he said that slavery was a choice. I didn't get that shit. It wasn't. And I was just like, all right, I'm cool off you. But what really furthered the straws on the camel's back that just really kicked the horse while it was down, in this case the camel, was when he started being like really anti-Semitic. And you know, you can have issues with a certain community, but it's the way that you go about speaking on that community. Like you don't have to basically call yourself the second coming of Hitler and post and stuff like that. Shit was just crazy. I just had to chill off Kanye. This was after I worked with the man, okay? And yes, he cut that check, but it came months later. No shade, no disrespect. So to see him now really kick the horse while it's decrepit in a part of the ground and vegetation was when he said what he said recently about the Carters, children. You know, it's one thing to come for adults. Cool. You know, public figures. I know I'm on the way to becoming a public figure. I know people have some crazy shit to say to me. But what will make me get in the paint with anybody is if you talk about the children in my life. I don't give a fuck. I don't care how big I get. I don't care how famous I get. I'm not even a fighter. I've been in fighting years. But if you talk about any of the children who I love, come on. Either you finna do your big one or I'm finna do my big one. It's going down. Basement. And you know who probably agrees with me? My girl Solange, because y'all saw she tweaked her profile picture with that. And I ain't mad at her. Okay, Solange, y'all just need to hook up with B, hook up with Jay, call Ty. Y'all say, Kanye, we here. Pull up at this parking lot. Let's get in the field. You know, Solange can get in the gloves with you one round, and Jay can get in the gloves with you one round. And you know, it's a fade. You know, we may jump you, we may tag team you, but that's okay. You're rich. You can heal really fast when you're rich. I promise you. Your teeth are already gone anyway because you got them gold placements in. So that's what I think my solution would be to that whole issue. You know what I'm saying? Some people, it don't matter how rich they get. It don't matter how rich you are. Sometimes you gotta whoop a bitch's ass. And like Kanye and Jay-Z and Solange and Beyonce, all of y'all are mega millionaires, okay? Jules is probably a mega millionaire. Y'all can afford to fight each other. You know, I get it. You gotta worry about the normal person slapping them and you owe them a bunch of money. But when it comes to Kanye and B and J, y'all on the same level. Get in the gloves. I want to see a fight. I want to see y'all squabble. Get down in that paint and show us Brooklyn and Chicago. I don't even know who will win that fight, y'all. Oh no, my money's on Solange first off. Yeah, that sneeze confirmed it. My money is on Solange. Y'all saw we seen what she did in the elevator. That was 10 years ago, and now you done talked about the girls' niece and nephews. YN charging, YN loading right now. She's waiting on that ass. Kanye, you better not step foot out of Utah. Stay on that little compound, stay on a little farm for a minute, cause she got her niggas looking for you, and she got jewels in Paris. Try it if you want to. She said the baby not home, bitch. I'm finna give you a show. I would love to see Solange on Zeus Network. Give my girl her own show. She'll be perfect. But this whole comment about the Carters, it also hit home because everybody has somebody in their life that is autistic, that is special needs. But if you have that person in your life, you just see that person as that person. It's not like, oh, this is my brother, he's autistic. Like, that's not his whole personality, girl. And the more you see that person, the more you live with that person, it's just something that they have. It does not define who they are. Me having a brother who is autistic and also has Down syndrome, I don't leave with, this is my brother Andrew, he's autistic. No, I just say, this is my brother. I don't see him as any less or any more than any of my other siblings. This is just my brother. I do feel like my siblings be like, this is my brother, he gay, but that's not the same. I'm the oldest. I'll get over that shit. I hate to see the hate that the most vulnerable people in our community get. That really breaks my heart, and that's why I don't really be too privy to post my brother like that. I really don't post any of my siblings like that, but especially my brother, because when they be like, oh, y'all gotta pray that away, that's a demonic spirit, that will make me also want to fight. And so to say what Kanye said about B and J's kids, I know they punch in air. I know they can't wait to get to him. And this is why Beyonce will never be relatable to us. She don't trust us. She don't trust y'all. Kanye was in that bitch's songs. She was introducing him as the incomparable Kanye West on her Sasha Fierce tour. They have records together. They've been in each other's houses, I'm sure. I know that broke her heart. I'm sorry. I don't care how much money somebody has. I don't care how rich they are. That's still a human being with children who she barely shows for that same exact reason. She stopped giving interviews after y'all talked about Blue Ivy. Notice, if we never dragged Blue Ivy and said the things that we said and clowned her about her pregnancy, we'd probably be still getting interviews. We may have gotten some lives. We may have gotten some visuals, but we ain't getting that. She don't really fuck with us like that. And she understands that this business owes her nothing, and I'm sure she's grateful for her fans and the support she has, but she also keeps her guard up extremely, extremely, extremely well and consistent. And this is only going to make her further enrich her guard up skills. Rightfully so, because if you talk about my kids, yes, I'm going to want to fight you, but I'm also not going to fuck with nobody for a while. Like, I just feel like talking about somebody's kids is worse than talking about them. And one of my favorites personalities right now talks about people's kids like it's nothing, and I'll be like, oh girl, I love you, damn, I would pay money to see you. I've tried to pay money to see you, but I don't like when y'all talk about people's kids. I feel like that's gonna bite you back in your ass, no matter if you're wrong or right in the situation. Karma's going to come for you, because kids is innocent. They babies, y'all. They are babies up until the age of 18. And honestly, I think 18, 19, that's still a baby. I think I'm still a baby. 25, like, I still have a lot to learn. Like, a lot. But like, you can talk about me. I don't really care. Like, what you gonna do? Shoot me? Don't shoot me too hard. You know what I'm saying? But this is only going to make Beyonce stay in the house even more. She's not gonna give us visuals now. Blame Kanye West. And it's sad to see, because those kids, they're gonna see what they've been talked about for. Like, just like Blue Ivy is one day, if not already, she's gonna know how the world treated her as a baby. Just like she easily found out about what they were saying about her on tour. Now, she took it and ran with it and only perfected her skills and only got better with the performances. But there's nothing that you can say about a baby that she can change. She can never change the fact that y'all used to call her a nappy-headed, ugly baby as a child. And that was really messed up, because Blue Ivy is a beautiful girl, was always that. And she looks like a lot of our sisters, a lot of our nieces, a lot of our daughters, a lot of our mothers when they were children. But y'all took a baby with Afrocentric features and tried to make her feel bad about herself before she even had consciousness. And I hope that J and B did the work, and I'm sure they did because they have more than enough resources to do the work to make sure that girl knows that she is beautiful, because she is. And if you are a girl who looks remotely like Blue Ivy, if you are a girl with no Eurocentric features, if you're a girl with only Afrocentric features, bitch, you are the baddest thing walking, and you were born just that. Don't let Nanho tell you different. And I hope that if you are somebody who is watching my content who is on the spectrum of something, has something, you are a beautiful person, and that doesn't define who you are. That just make you even better too. Period. So Beyonce, we know we're not gonna get no YouTube vlogging from you. We know we're not gonna get no lives. We know that this is only going to make you continue to reach out to us only when money is involved. And you know what? I love the artistry, so I have no choice but to respect it. But if y'all don't get in the paint with that nigga, forget the court. Get in the paint. You know what I'm saying? You from Houston, third world. Y'all be, yeah, I got the tea on Houston, by the way. Beyonce be acting like third world is just this bougetto. I was upper middle class. No, my girls from Houston say third world ain't nothing to play with. They just happen to have some big houses. So y'all like to put on the facade like y'all these bougie, uppity people. We saw the way your sister handled your husband. We know what's in there in you too. Bitch, I saw Obsessed. That was your best movie. For good reason. Tore that white girl up. You ain't slick, B. But yeah, sorry, Beyonce's kids. Y'all don't deserve, no babies deserve to be talked about. I hate that. Makes my blood boil. And I'm a whoosah. I love y'all. Until next time, make sure you look in the mirror. Whatever it is that you want to be, know that you are already that. Peace and blessings, baby.